what's up, chocolatiers? I am back watching a new teaser about Superman, and it's the big James Gunn Superman film, which he wrote and directed. It stars David Cornsweet as Superman, Clark Kent, Rachel Brosnahan, Brosnahan as Lois Lane, Nicholas Hoult, Lex Luthor, Nathan Fillion as Guy Gardner, and Isabella, Marced as Hawkgirl. Also, Mr. Terrific's in the film too. Holy crap! This thing is stacked, and not featured in the teaser is the engineer, who is like an authority character. But wow, this film is introducing us with Superman by that shot of him like being like Yamcha'd right into the snow and looking very vulnerable and having trouble being able to breathe as if he's dying. And it even like the audio goes over like the next couple of shots in the film, and you get to see them build like him and Lois. You get to see their interaction, his interaction with his father, and also you start seeing what the world looks like. And I believe what they're going for is the Superman is new to this world of superheroes, and I don't think we're going to go into the origins, which is fine with me. We can flash back at some point. I don't know. We're kind of like it's like the MCU Spider-Man. It's like we know the story. We're good. We can take the next step, and it looks like that's what they're going to be doing. And I assume at some point we'll get this take on the origin at some point. But right now, it's kind of what matters is he is entering a world of already existing superheroes, and they seem to have their own relationship with the world. And we also have Holt as Lex Luthor, and holy shit, he looks amazing as Luthor. And I haven't even heard him speak yet as the character, but I get the feeling. I have noticed that his corporation is Luthor Corp instead of Lex Corp, and I do wonder if we're going to see him evolve the company into Lex Corp, or is that just their take? It does make sense. A lot of people don't call their corporations after their first name. We call them Disney films, not Walt films. But we'll see how this evolves. And I love how the shots of this teaser are very thoughtful, and that we get to see their characters, particularly, of course, with Superman. And, nice and subtly with Lois, with Rachel's, like, really nice swagger she puts into this character. I knew that was, like, 100% correct casting as soon as I heard that. And I did mention Holt as Luthor as well, and he really has that stick up his ass vibe that he does. And speaking of jerks, my favorite Green Lantern, Guy Gardner. And I know some fans hate him because he's an asshole, but that's why I love him. I think he's like the best Green Lantern character. Not the best Green Lantern character, because he's such a fucking asshole. And I love that Gunn and Fillion are going 100% into this. Like, Fillion, who's a good-looking, leading man type of actor, and doesn't care. I'm going to look like an asshole. I'm going to put this hair on, look like a jerk. Fantastic. That is the character, and I'm very excited to see this character in the film and get shown up. And I don't know, pull his attitude on everything, and I can't wait to see it. The glimpses of like Mr. Terrific looks fantastic, as well as Hawkgirl and Metamorpho. It took me a couple of shots to realize, oh, that's Metamorpho. He has more of a modern look that they're adapting, so he's really nice in that close-up. It's a little hard to get the story beat on this teaser because it's a teaser, and the job of the teaser is to give you like the flavor of what the film is going to be like. And oh, hey, did I mention there's a dog in this movie? I gotta say, I'm one of those old school fans that always thought the dog was a bad idea, and I've definitely come around on that over the years. And to have Krypto be this kind of like scruffier looking dog, I think is even more appealing to me. I really like it, and he is a dog. Like he's not some like super intelligent like talking dog or something like that. Which I'll be honest, that wouldn't be bad either. But I think James Gunn is going to have a lot of fun with this, and Gunn. I think some of his detractors don't understand how he does things because his detractors will go, "Oh, his movies are just jokes," and that's a failing to understand his work. And I maybe not even just watching. Maybe the most vocal of his detractors are not even really watching his films. They see clips and go, "Oh man, that's the whole movie." He understands the line on what makes an enjoyable superhero piece of fiction, and it's a line where there's humor and fun, and it's fun, and there's also like a level of threatening darkness, and you kind of walk that line, and that's how you tell a story. And I've seen a lot of. I'm gonna not talk about writers and artists of comics. I'm going to talk primarily of filmmakers. A lot of them go into one or the other direction. There's Christopher Nolan, Zack Snyder type of guys, and then there are more like humorous type of guys, like Schumacher and such. They a real good like blending is kind of rare in a lot of these films. I've seen a bunch pull it off, but not always. And I think Gunn is one of those directors that does get it, and I'm very excited that he is going to produce, be kind of the leading voice on these films from this point. And this film is going to be basically his mission statement. It looks like, and he's going to use Superman that way. I'm very excited. Corn Sweat looks really great. I'm not familiar with this actor, but holy God, he's like 18 feet tall or something like that. And I love the curly hair, and he really does get the awkwardness. A lot of people are comparing him briefly to his brief shots to, like, of course, Christopher Reeve was always the one everybody refers to. But like even in the most recent My Adventures with Superman cartoon series, he kind of has a little bit of that vibe in it. That big awkward doofus, and I really like it. Of course, the shots of him saving kids. I like the girl and the kaiju out there. That always like grabs me. The kid in the middle of some horrible situation raises a flag, calling for Superman. I ain't made of stone. That kind of gets to me. So I am 100% certain that Gunn is going to be using Superman in this method, and that's kind of how I like my Superman. Yeah, it's great seeing him like punch the shit out of, like, I don't know, Darkseid, Doomsday, Goku, Zod, but like that's not really who he is. He's not a fighter first, and he's a guy who is here to help first, who can do all these cool things, but that's not his gig. That's not his deal. And I'm very excited to see him put in a world where they want him to be that way. He's come across people who always do that, and he's trying to be different. And that's the kind of struggle that I find interesting about Superman. If you just make him another like overpowered, tough guy, well then he's just another overpowered tough guy. There's no difference between him and his copycats, really. So that's what I'm having. That's the feelings I'm having right now, and I'm kind of excited. So yeah, those are my feelings on the Superman teaser. Stay tuned as I react to all 4,200 of these trailers that are going to be coming out between now and July 11th. So let's get going. You can leave a comment below, and for all things Manos, you can hit like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and you can find me on Substack, Facebook, Instagram, Tumblr, Blue Sky. Don't look for me on Twitter. I ain't there. And you can support this channel and Manos Publishing at just $1 a month over on Patreon. You support me more, I can maybe do more videos. Yeah, whatever. Be nice to do this as a job. So, hey, I'm going to head out. I got some stuff to do. I'm going to get some dinner and, I don't know, fall asleep. So, you have a good night. Push the button, Lindsay.